King Charles lies helplessly in the hospital, on the verge of giving up. The halls of the esteemed King Edward VII's hospital in London are usually bustling with activity, but today an unnatural hush has fallen over the historic building. In one of the private suites, the figure of a once proud and powerful man lies motionless, his labored breaths the only sign of life. This is King Charles III, the newly crowned monarch of the United Kingdom, brought low by a debilitating illness that has left him clinging to existence. The events leading up to this moment have been nothing short of catastrophic. It was only months ago that the world celebrated the coronation of Charles, as he assumed the throne following the death of his mother, the beloved Queen Elizabeth II. The palace had promised a smooth transition of power, assuring the public that the new king was in excellent health and more than ready to take on the demands of ruling the Commonwealth. But before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe and follow for more updates. However, those assurances now ring hollow, as the 74-year-old king fights for his life. The details surrounding his condition have been tightly guarded, with only the barest of information released to the public. What is known is that Charles has been battling a rare and aggressive form of cancer, one that has rapidly spread throughout his body despite the best efforts of his medical team. As the days have turned into weeks, the king's condition has steadily deteriorated. He has lost a significant amount of weight, his once vibrant complexion now ashen and gaunt. The once piercing gaze that had captivated audiences for decades now appears listless and unfocused, a testament to the ravages of his illness. The royal family, devastated by this turn of events, has gathered at the hospital, their faces etched with worry and grief. Prince William, the heir apparent, has been a constant presence at his father's bedside, holding vigil and offering what comfort he can. The rest of the family, including Charles's sons, Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan, have also rushed to be by the king's side, their own personal differences put aside in the face of this overwhelming tragedy. The nation, too, has been gripped by the news of the king's declining health. Across the United Kingdom, people have been gathering in churches, pubs, and town squares, offering prayers and well wishes for their beloved monarch. The media, ever present, has been providing around-the-clock coverage, with reporters camped outside the hospital, desperate for any scrap of information that might offer a glimmer of hope. But as the hours turn into days, that hope seems to be dwindling. The king's doctors have been frank in their assessments, acknowledging that the disease has reached a critical stage and that the outlook is grim. They have done everything in their power to prolong his life, but the relentless march of the cancer has proven to be too much for even the most advanced medical interventions. In the quiet moments between the beeping of machines and the muffled sounds of hushed conversations, the king's own thoughts can be heard. He has spoken of his deep regret at not being able to fulfill his duties as monarch, of his profound sorrow at the thought of leaving his family behind, and, perhaps most heartbreakingly, he has expressed a desire to simply let go, to end the suffering that has become his constant companion. As the world waits with bated breath, the future of the monarchy hangs in the balance. Should the king succumb to his illness, the crown will pass to Prince William, who will be thrust into the spotlight at a time of profound national mourning. The transition, already complicated by the circumstances, will be further tested by the lingering tensions within the royal family and the ever-watchful eye of a public that has grown increasingly skeptical of the institution. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, there remains a glimmer of hope. The king, for all his trials, is a fighter, a man who has weathered countless storms throughout his lifetime. And as his loved ones gather around him, offering their unwavering support, there is a sense that he may yet find the strength to overcome this final challenge, to defy the odds and reclaim his rightful place on the throne. Only time will tell what the future holds, but one thing is certain. The fate of the United Kingdom hangs in the balance, with the life of its king hanging by a thread.